So.
We're going to learn, guys, we're going to learn how to identify and plot the results of a rotating figure. We already discussed angles of rotation. 90 degrees is a quarter turn. 180 is just upside down. 270 is 3/4 turn, or a quarter turn in the opposite direction, right? 1/4 turn in the opposite. Center of rotation, we're always going about the origin. We're going either clockwise or counterclockwise. We just did this with our papers. Let's go over these directions. So let's go over these directions. We're going to rotate the coordinate plane, the direction in degrees stated in the directions. So on your paper, you will have directions. It'll say 90 degrees rotation, 90 degrees clockwise. You're going to turn your paper. You're going to record the coordinates of the new vertices. These are ordered pairs. Don't forget to label with the letter prime. You would say, for example, A prime would be at 3, -4, or something like that. Then you're going to turn your paper back to the original position and then graph your new points on the original coordinate plane. And then label your vertices. I'm going to show you what this looks like. If this was my paper, you do not have this example on your note sheet. You're just watching. If this was my paper, it says rotation 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. I would take my paper and literally turn the paper. Just like you were doing on our little practice. When I told you, I was telling you what to turn. You would literally turn the paper. Now you're going to pretend that this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Like, this is your coordinate plane. This is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and quadrant 4. Okay? You're pretending that this is your new coordinate plane. You're going to record the new coordinates. Now, you don't have to write the word new coordinates, but you have to write the label y prime, and then we're going to find y, and you're going to write the coordinates here. This would be -2, 5. And then j prime would be -4, 5. And k would be -5, 2. You do. Then you're going to turn your paper back to its original, oh wait, hold on. Before you turn it back, you're going to make a little reference. When I turned my paper, what quadrant is this shape in? Quadrant 2. I always like to reference what quadrant it's in, just so that when I'm graphing, I know I should be graphing up here in quadrant 2. So then you turn your paper back to the original position, and you're going to plot these points. So -2, 5. And remember, you should be graphing up in quadrant 2. Y prime, -4, 5, J prime, and -5, 2, K prime. And then you connect your points. Is your new shape in quadrant 2? Yes. Look at this one, what it does. So I'm going to do this one with you. We're going to do this one together, but I'm going to show you what it looks like on, on the paper when I'm doing it instead of on the board. So what does it say to, what is the rotation? 180 degrees. At the top of that shape, I want you to write 180 degrees. Now, what's a 180 degree turn? Okay, we are going to actually turn our paper, what? Upside down. So your paper should be upside down right now. Dale, mine's upside down? Now I'm going to record. I'm going to actually record the new vertices. So I'm going to write a little sideways. I'm going to start here at U. I'm going to put U prime. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you know my paper's upside down. U prime. And then I write these ordered pairs. Remember, I'm pretending that I'm looking at the coordinate plane right side up, like this is a regular coordinate plane. So U prime is at -40. So I'm just writing these ordered pairs a little bit sideways so that when I turn my paper again, I can still read them. And then I'm going to go to G, put G prime, and G prime is at -5, 2. And then I'm going to come over here to A. I'm going to put A prime, and that's at -1, 5. And then the last one is at N prime, 1, 3. Once you have all of your coordinates recorded, you turn your paper back. So now my paper, if I look at it, it's back right side up. Okay, so you turn your paper back. Oh, hold on. Turn it back upside down. Yeah, what quadrant is this in or mostly in? 2. So quadrant 2. And that little, it's for your reference to make sure that you're plotting in the correct quadrant. Okay, so now turn it back. So here's my paper right side up. Directions are on the top. And I'm going to just plot these points. I should be up here in quadrant 2. So I have -40, and that is U prime. -5, 2 is G prime. -1, 5, that's A prime. And then 1, +1, 3 is N prime. And then I would connect my points. Remember, you should be drawing with the straight edge. I know. I know, but we'll get through a few. They go fast. And did I plot in quadrant 2? Yes. All right, so that's what it looks like on the paper. So the rest of them I will go and do them on the inner right. All right, so look at this one, right? 90 degrees. And it should already say counterclockwise about the origin. So what are we going to do with our paper? 1/4 turn to the left. Because that is 90 degrees counterclockwise. Where's your paper? Now let's record. So we'll start here at H. H is what? -5, -1. Go over and then up or down. And then T, I'm going to record T would be the other way around. Because from here, how many did you go over? You went over 5. Remember, you'd go left or right first, then up or down. And then we're going to do M. M would be 0. I moved over 0, up 3. Question, Jaden? If you turn, what happens if you turn it the wrong way? No, because we went counterclockwise. No, that's clockwise. To the right is clockwise. To the left is counter. And then N is -3, -1. And then what are we going to do? We're going to turn our paper back. Oh, quadrant. Quadrant what? Mostly in quadrant 2. A little bit in 3. You can put 2/3 or just mostly in 2. And then turn it back. Of course you do. All right, and then let's plot. -5, -1, H prime. -5, +1, C prime. -3, +1, down 1. That is N prime. And then 0, +3, M prime. And then you connect your points. Are we mostly in quadrant 2? Yes. You know, it's just a little double check. That's what that quadrant tells you. Any questions? All right, let's look at this one. So what does this say? It says 270 clockwise. Which way am I going to go? To the right. So that's 90, 180, 270 clockwise. Write down your ordered pairs. And do you have to write your ordered pairs? Yes, you do. Okay, ordered pairs. Tell me what your new ordered pairs are. Anthony V. Give me your ordered pairs. So -5, -3. And M? Okay, that is correct. What quadrant is it? Quadrant 3. Then turn your paper back to the original position and graph these. G prime, X prime, M prime, and did I plot them in quadrant 3? Yep. Yes. Alright? Not too bad, right? Alright, I want you to do this one, 90 degrees counterclockwise. 90 counterclockwise. Your ordered pairs. Guys, what is it? -5, 3? Does everyone agree? Okay. Here is your graphed image right there. Is it -40?
No, 40.
40. Is it -2?
Oh, it's 2 and -1.
And this is positive negative. Okay.